MasterChef is back, and the competition gets tougher.
We're looking for that amateur who can make it to the top as a professional chef. Someone who can handle the pressure and still turn out great food.
I really want to change my life.
2 expert judges to decide who wins.
There's only 1 in 1,000 who's got what it takes.
I really want this MasterChef.
The prize, to work in a top restaurant.
Cooking does not get tougher than this. Whoever wins this, it's going to change their life.
I really, really want it.
MasterChef is going large. All this week, contestants from the last series have been battling for a second chance at winning MasterChef.
My quarterfinalists today: Sam, Scott, Caroline, Daxa.
They've been whittled down to 4 exceptional cooks.
Congratulations.
But only one of them will make it through today's quarter-final.
Can't believe myself.
They have to produce an exceptional 3-course meal that they've designed themselves.
You're probably most improved contestant I've seen.
They also have to show the judges that they have a good ingredient knowledge.
Possibly partridge.
Do the legs do anything for you?
No, they've got them wrong.
And they have to prove that they have a passion for food with a genuine commitment to changing their lives if they win.
You guys are up there and I'm down here. I want to be where you guys are.
The day starts early with all 4 contestants shopping for the ingredients for the afternoon cook-off.
Can I get one of those celeriac, please?
Hiya.
Their fate will be decided by the experts. Fruit and veg maestro Greg Wallace,
Despite what food they cook, if they've got their heart and soul and they are loving the food on their plate, that's good enough.
and top chef and restaurateur John Turode.
We're looking for somebody who will go further in this competition, who has love, who has heart, who has charisma.
So who out of these comeback contestants will have what it takes to stay in the race? Only one of them can win.
4 people from last year back in the throw of it, and we've really put on the pressure.
First up is flamboyant cook Scott.
I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Scott. I think the guy is a very good cook, but the problem is he always has one too many components on his plate.
Scott likes to cook dishes with big flavours and lots of ingredients.
There is one more thing on this plate that you probably don't need. For Scott to proceed any further, his food has to calm down. Simple as that.
Can Scott tone things down enough to get through today?
I really would love to make my passion, food, my career. If I have a chance to finally go on to the semi-finals and the finals, I would just be over the moon.
Or could it be mother of 2, Sam?
Sam has been the hardest working cook there, and I like to reward hard work.
Sam flips burgers for a living, but she's so determined to become a pro chef, she's been cooking in a restaurant on her days off.
I think your food is really good, Sam. This is what you serve in restaurants, so good on you for doing that. She's got to be able to show us that she really cares about food.
Sam needs to prove she's not just a grafter, but she has a natural spark as well.
I've certainly worked extremely hard. It's like, ooh, you know, I really want to do it this year, and I have it to prove to myself.
Then there's home cook Daxa.
What Daxa cooked was so delicious. It's so many layers of flavours, so interesting, so heavily spiced.
Daxa loves cooking food from her home region Gujarat in India. Her skill is legendary amongst family and friends.
Wow, all this buzzing in my mouth. It's like this big electric fly thing. This is fantastic. Daxa has to just keep on going, cooking from the heart, cooking the food that she believes in.
But can she move from being a domestic cook to becoming a pro?
I really want to win this. I've got a real passion for it, and I hope John and Greg sees that.
25-year-old Caroline is an inventive cook who's plagued by nerves.
I think she's got a good chance, Caroline. She comes in this sort of persona of being very timid, but actually she's very strong indeed.
Caroline must get her nerves under control if she wants to make the semi-finals.
At this level of the competition, I think you could have pushed yourself a little bit further. Okay?
Oh, God.
This is too early. You were crying when you put your name badge on.
What I particularly like about Caroline is her inventive brain. Now, the problem with inventive cooks is they hit the mark half the time.
I really want to change my life. I want a career in food. And I want to prove to myself that I can do it, and I'm not just a bag of nerves.
We've got 4 very, very individual people, 4 very, very different styles, and 4 very interesting cooks. They're going to have to really, really, really work hard to make themselves a semi-finalist.
At 10 o'clock, the comeback contestants make their way back from the shops to MasterChef HQ. They're about to face 2 tests, of their knowledge and of their commitment. After this, one of them will be sent home before the final cook-off. The first task is to see if they have the advanced food knowledge expected of a master chef.
This is great. This is product identification. Now, you've got game birds, which is lovely, and I've got chutneys. Of course, chutneys are just a preserve, a fruit or a vegetable preserve, using sugar and spices. That's great. Actually, the word comes from the Hindustani chutney, meaning heavily spiced. Game birds are seasonal. They are only around at certain times of the year. I think for a lot of people it might be difficult because a lot of people don't get to see bird on feather. This little boy here, if they say it's a duck, great. I'm going to ask them what sort of duck, because it's a teal. And it's a very, very small duck, very sweet, really, really beautiful and great for salads.
Don't know what they are.
Woodcock, maybe?
Like a duck.
What sort of duck?
Gressingham duck, but I don't really know.
What about this here?
Teal.
25-year-old Caroline's food knowledge is exceptional. But how will she do in the next test? Each contestant has just 1 minute to convince the judges why they should become a master chef.
If I got sent home after this, I'd be totally gutted. I'd like another chance to show John and Greg that I can cook confidently and not be a gibbering wreck.
You know I'm really mad about my food and I love cooking, but I really want to learn more. I really want a career in food. I'm sick of the office. I'm going to pack it in. I love cooking for people, but I'd like to do it professionally and make some money out of it because I need to make a living at the end of the day.
Thank you, Caroline, very much.
Right, Jess, got enough?
That's it, thank you. With the fruit chutneys like the apricot, very, very good with cold meats. Cold and salted meats like hams, some cold sausages. Very, very nice indeed.
Don't know what the fruit is there.
Well, there's sultanas in there.
That tastes like onion.
Maybe mango, I'm not sure.
Apricot.
Okay.
Sam has worked hard all year to improve her ingredient knowledge, but can she convince the judges she has a genuine passion for cooking?
I think I'm just going to tell them like it is, you know. I think I deserve to be here. I've worked extremely hard. I think they've seen that I've upped my game. My knowledge is somewhat better than it was last year, although nowhere near good enough, but at least they can see that I've made an effort. I think I've come on a huge journey since last year. I'm cooking again now with the passion that I always had. You know, I've got things in my cupboard now that I haven't had in there for years, you know, like gone are the tinned tomatoes and beans. It's vinegars and oils and everything you said about me, fair game. And I may argue with you and be a bit in your face, but that's me. I'm never going to change that. To go into a kitchen, you can't be quiet mouse in the corner. It doesn't work. But I think you've got to be feisty. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
This here is distinctive because of these red feet. Red leg partridge. The red legs should give it away.
This one I'm really not sure about.
Don't know what they are.
Possibly partridge.
Do the legs do anything for you?
No, they're better than mine.
Snipe.
Scott has slipped up on his food knowledge. Can he turn things around and convince the judges that he's good enough to cook this afternoon?
I don't know what I can say to make them pick me over or ensure that I get a place. I just hope that my drive and my desire just shines through. Basically, I'm just going to speak from the heart. Over this year, I made the resolution to myself that I was going to have a career in food because it's everything to me. I'm a bit Glenn Close-like when it comes to food now, a bit serial stalker, crazy person, but I love it. It's where I want to be, and I'm finally happy with something that I would have a vocation with.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Move on to the onion chutney. Very nice with liver. Good with cheese. Very, very nice. Big lump of cheddar and tomato chutney or onion chutney. Very good.
There's definitely a lot of onion or shallot in there.
Onions.
I'm not sure.
Onion.
Okay.
Daxa is a strong home cook who wants to broaden her knowledge. Can she convince the judges she wants a career in food?
I've spent enough time with my children. I have brought them up. My son is 10, my daughter's 13. I need to do something for myself before the brain becomes something else altogether. Now that my children are grown up and they don't need me as much, I want to get my career further ahead. My main aim is to set up my own business. I want to win MasterChef so much that words can't even put it. You guys are up there and I'm down here. I want to be where you guys are.
That was nice. Daxa, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
The pitch is over. Now the judges must decide who is going home.
Let's talk about Daxa. I think she's really, really brilliant. I think what she said today, I think she really, really means. I do think she really wants to do it. And that potential, that want, that need is exactly what MasterChef's all about.
I know lots of Indian cooking. That's it. I want to learn more. I want to learn the continental cooking. I want to learn the English culinary arts.
I like what she had to say when she sat down there and talked to us. I'd love to know more. Come on, teach me. Good. I thought, no, that's really honest. If we look at the journey that Caroline has made over the last year, she has improved a lot. She walked in there today with that ingredients, the ingredient recognition. She did all those birds. She knew exactly what she was talking about. That's hugely impressive.
Don't really want to lose. I'm not the most competitive kind of person generally, but like food's a different matter.
I love talking to her about food, and I love seeing what she comes up with. And she did really, really well in the ingredients test.
Caroline and Daxa are staying. The remaining position for this afternoon's cook-off is between Scott and Sam.
I don't think anybody's improved as much as Sam. I really don't. She's been working really, really hard.
I hope that they just think that I'm deserving of it, which, you know, hand on heart, I think I am.
Sam's becoming too technical, too much of a challenge, and too much of a cathartic experience. And I don't believe that's what we're here for. Scott didn't do very well on his product identification.
Gosh, I really hope that I'm cooking this afternoon. It would be gutting if I went home now.
But there is that spark, that natural, absolute something about a great natural cook. Well, I don't mind if people haven't got the natural ability. I don't mind if they want to graft their way into it. Whose food are you going to enjoy more? This sort of thing is never easy. But we are looking for somebody very special. We have to lose one of you. Scott, sorry.
Down corridors, through automatic doors. Got to get to you.
It is like a big dent, but it's something that I want to do, so I have to sort of turn a big dent into a small one. I made the decision to pursue a career in food, so I've got to follow through with that now, and I'm going to.
Oh, we've only just started. Right, cook and cook very, very well.
These 3 remaining contestants from last year's series all want a second chance of becoming a semi-finalist. This is their last chance to prove they have the talent to make it through. They have 1 hour and 20 minutes to produce a 3-course meal that they have designed themselves. Hard-working Sam hopes her menu will show a genuine passion for the food she cooks.
I'm not trying today to impress them by how much I can do. What I'm trying to do now is impress them that actually the girl can cook.
Sam, you okay?
Yeah, I'm very good actually.
I've watched you getting some red cabbage with some stock on, some nice flavours in there. What's that going with?
That's going with my venison.
And what are we doing right now?
I'm going to make a citrus glass topped with a Sauvignon.
Sam, you haven't been at this stage before, but you got very, very close last time. What's it feel like now to be here?
It's brilliant. I'm really, really pleased. I've done my nervous bit last week where I had to get through to better myself. Now it's about winning and proving to you guys that, you know, I'm worth it.
Sam, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The venison with little pears, I can see that working completely. I love the idea of her dessert. All those citrus fruits going in there, a little bit of sugary bottom, the creamy top. I think that's great. I can see that that's going to be really clean and really nice. You've had 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes.
Daxa is cooking home-style regional cuisine from Gujarat.
I've come this far, I'm going all the way. I'm not stopping now. And I'm going to show them the cooking that I know.
Daxa, as always, a busy little bee. Can you tell us in layman's terms what's going on?
I pasted the leaves.
And what's gone in the middle of that?
Rice flour, wheat flour, corn flour, and chickpeas flour.
And it's called a what?
Patra. P-A-T-R-A.
If my nose is working, they're burning.
No, they're fine.
Are they?
Yep.
Are you sure?
No, this is not burnt. This is fine. This is the way it should be.
OK. And what's the other course we're having?
This is a dessert that I'm making. This is gulab jamun. But this time I'm going to do a little bit different and put some cream on top, whipping cream.
Why different?
Just a little presentation, as I'm on MasterChef. But just a little different from what I would know at home.
And what's the other course?
The other course is paneer kofta.
Paneer is a cheese made by simply adding acid to milk, warming the milk up, adding vinegar to it, it will split.
Either vinegar or lemon juice is fine, yeah.
Have you worked out the timings on all of this?
Enough time to finish that, finish my rotis, finish everything.
You're making roti as well?
Yeah.
There are lots of fascinating foodstuffs going on here. And you could probably argue there's 6 or 7 courses coming out of there. It's fascinating food.
You have had half an hour.
Caroline's going for a menu packed with strong flavours.
The food, I'm sure the food's good enough. It's just whether I can hold it together.
Tell us what you're making for us.
The main course is trout with a Pernod sauce and parsnip and horseradish mash.
Why trout?
I was going to go and catch some, but some adverse weather conditions yesterday, my parents didn't want me to go and catch them.
Sorry?
Because it was really windy.
Right.
And they didn't, when you're casting, I'm not like an experienced...
You're not fly fishing, are you? No. With the float?
No.
With the fly?
Yeah.
You're fly fishing? Right, OK. And it was windy and they thought you might stab a hook into your face?
Yeah.
All right, OK.
Dessert is an apple and pecan crumble with a ginger ice cream, hopefully, but it might just be a ginger sludge, because I think I've bitten off more than I can chew.
And why do you think your ice cream won't go right now?
I read the instructions wrong. I thought I had 10 minutes more than I did.
Right. You're going to have to really conconcentrate to be able to get this right, aren't you?
Yes.
I think you do need to focus on what it is.
Yeah,
you do need to focus, Caroline, and best of luck.
Can Caroline make up ground and get her meal ready on time?
She hasn't started her dessert. She hasn't started her parsnip mash yet. She hasn't got the starter finished. I mean, she has got a big problem going on.
You've only got 5 minutes left, guys.
These cooks have all come back from last year with so much more to prove. Soon their dishes will be judged by the professionals, who will decide which one of them will make it through to become the 6th and final MasterChef semi-finalist. Caroline's rushing, but will she have time to complete her dishes?
That's it. Last touches. Finished.
For her starter, Sam has made scallops with pickled ginger, chilli and curry powder and a mirin and lime dressing.
Flavours are good. Scallops are cooked well. The sweetness of the mirin is enough without the curry powder.
Okay.
Good eating, Sam. Really good eating.
Good.
The curry is just such a hint.
Yeah, it's not...
That's great. I think that's really, really clean and refreshing. I think that's great.
Sam's unusual starter has impressed the judges. Her second course is venison on braised red cabbage with baby pears and a port sauce. To go with that, she's made small German dumplings known as spazier.
I'm really impressed with what you've done here. Very classic dish, very interesting. Nobody does them anymore. I think they're wonderful, actually. Your venison is cooked well. Your cabbage looks lovely and sticky. I like the way the red cabbage is cooked. The spats, they are well made. They're slightly salty, which is good because it takes away from the sweetness of the sauce. Okay. You're showing me that you can make a classic dish and classic things, and that's very, very good indeed.
Very nice ideas. Unfortunately, the cinnamon has taken over for your red cabbage.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good.
She's finished her menu with a simple citrus fruit glass topped with zabaione.
Any alcohol in there?
Yeah, a little bit of wine and Grand Marnier.
Good call.
Very nice indeed. What I think is really good about this, Sam, is you're showing us a couple of things here. Technically, you know how to segment an orange, and you did it very well, and you're very, very proficient with a knife.
Okay.
Ooh. It's very good. Sam, your food really has moved on. It really has improved. You're probably the most improved contestant I've seen.
Thank you. I've worked enormously hard this year. I don't even remember what my kids or husband looked like.
Caroline has started her menu with celeriac and caraway seed soup with cheese and spinach savoury muffins.
You look to be in a bit of a tiz for a while.
Yeah, I think I just bit off more than I could chew.
Oh, that's one of the nicest bowls of soup I've had in a long, long time.
That's good.
Just with a soup like this, from my point of view, you could probably strain it, make it more velvety. Tastes good. It's well seasoned. Good bowl of soup.
Cheers.
For her main, Caroline has made trout with Pernod sauce, braised chicory and fennel, but didn't have time to finish the dish.
We ran out of time, so we didn't have time for parsnip and horseradish mash.
But I thought that would go with the trout.
Boy, am I pleased. Look, that's enough. If you'd have now put a great big pile of parsnip mash on, you've overdone it.
Okay.
Foot off the pedal. You've got good taste buds.
Yeah, no, I'm pleased because I was making the sauce at the last minute and I was thinking,
With that, just a hint of Pernod. That's lovely.
Thank you.
That's absolutely lovely. The textures are there, the lovely flaky fish. It's very good, Caroline.
Caroline finished her meal with apple and pecan nut crumble with vanilla and ginger ice cream.
For me, the ginger's too heavy and the ginger is everywhere.
Okay.
It's detracting from my joy of the crumble. It's nice. It's nice. Caroline, you have cooked very well today. You should be really proud of yourself. Are you happy with what you've done?
Yeah, I'm well pleased. Like they say, if I'd had more time and cooked everything I wanted to cook, I would have ruined it. I just think maybe I just need to stop trying so hard in some ways.
Daxa has stuck to making Gujarati food from her hometown. She started her meal with bhajis and patra, Indian vine leaves stuffed with spicy ground-up pulses served with a tamarind sauce.
Cool. I get sour, I get sweet, and I get slight heat afterwards. That is many different flavouring experiences, one after the other after the other. It's quite phenomenal.
Thank you.
It is really interesting. You get this amazing heat at the back of your throat. It's a lovely looking dish. I think the whole thing is wonderful. It looks fantastic.
For her second course, she's made paneer cheese and spinach koftas, or cheese balls, with a creamy tomato sauce and roti bread.
I rarely have food that delivers so much flavour so slowly on my palate. I thought, wow, that is so spiced and that's so hot. But now, 5 seconds later, my mouth's fine. Absolutely fine. It's, whoa. Deliciously hot, really nicely spiced, really moreish, it's delicious. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need that sort of extra bit of acid from a glass of wine or anything. It's seriously very, very tasty indeed.
Thank you so much.
For dessert, she's made gulab jambu, a type of donut with cream.
Saffron, dough, nuts, sugar, not too sweet. Daxa, is your husband a happy man?
Yes, he is.
Gooey, yummy, just liquid comes into your mouth, and it's slight saffron flavoured as well as being sweet.
They said all the right things to me. They were very impressed with my cooking. And I'm just very, very overwhelmed. Extremely overwhelmed.
You know what? You three have really surprised me today. I am literally blown away by it. The problem, of course, now is that we have to make a decision.
The tasting is over, and the judges have a tough decision to make. Which of the three has what it takes to become the 6th MasterChef semi-finalist?
Each and every one of them raised it 3 more notches. Incredible standard of food. I've always had a belief in Caroline. I don't know why. There has been something in her which I thought, you are clever.
If I went through to the semi-finals, it would mean everything. I would be totally astounded. Like, you'd be hard-pushed to get any words out of me.
I think she's got an amazing capacity for flavours and textures. That soup was stunning. And her trout with the Pernod sauce, John, it was just drop dead, jaw-droppingly excellent. She is one serious talent. Daxa knows how to cook. There is absolutely no way in the world anybody is ever going to argue against that. Daxa knows how to cook.
I've shown them what I can do. That's all I can say.
I admire the energy. I like how efficient she is. I like her style. But I absolutely love that pudding. Absolutely love it. Sam's worked really, really hard, and she has proved to me that she can actually hack it. She can hack it.
I'm so pleased to have got this far, and I'm so pleased with what's been said to me today.
The spätzle were very good. They were very well cooked, they were well executed. It was presented really well. The sauce was the best sauce, again, I've seen made very, very quickly. And you know what? She has worked really, really hard. She has got more up her sleeve. She has done really, really well. Absolutely. So we've got 3 of them in the room. They've all got their own restaurant. They're all preparing their own style of food. Whose restaurant would you be going to all the time? We were just blown away by the standard of the competition today. Absolutely blown away. 1 winner, 1 semi-finalist. Our semi-finalist, Daxa.
Oh, well done. I feel great in myself because they've said some fantastic stuff for me. You know, I've come on a huge journey. It's been brilliant, you know, and I've bettered myself, which is, you know, I couldn't do more than that, really. It's hard, but yeah, I think she should do great.
Oh, wow. What a competition, guys.
I am gutted because I got so near to get to the next stage, so it is tough. I thought I stood a good chance, but I did too many wrong things, I think, and you need to be more confident. I'm nearly there, but just not enough. So.
Guess what? I've gone through. I have. Without your help and support, I wouldn't be here.
Hey, Daxa, that's what families are. Well done.
Daxa will be back for the first semi-final. 132 contestants have walked through these MasterChef doors. Now only the 6 best remain. For the next 2 weeks, they will experience the most challenging and exciting food adventure of their lives. But their place is not yet secure, because 2 of them will be going home.
The last 6, they're going to put us through so much pressure.
I think you played safe today.
I don't actually accept that.
Of all the dishes that I've done, this one is, it's just me.
I've worked too hard to just slink off into the background now.